Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today I am starting as I mean to go on, and I'm about to write a list of things that I want to do today. And it doesn't matter if I don't do them, if I run out of time, but what I've been trying to do since you gave me all the advice and everything is to make a plan for each day, and that is drawing on what needs to be done. So for example, at 12:20 today, Fred has got a vet appointment to have his annual jabs, and also he has to have, he can't be castrated surgically because of his heart, so he has to have a chemical injection which mimics a castration, and it just calms him down. And I realise, you know, it's every January he does it, and it kind of slips my mind until he starts to display behaviour that makes me think, it is time. So yeah, he's just been a little bit, not aggressive because he's such a docile dog, but he becomes bossy. He becomes bossy. I think that's probably the best description. He becomes bossy, and well, it's just a reminder that his testosterone is peaking. So yeah, so my day will be influenced by what needs to be done. So 12:20, so about, I don't know, 10 past 12, I'll need to walk him round because luckily they're just round the corner. I've also got to keep an eye out because I've got a mobile mechanic coming today, because I don't know about you, but you know, if you ever have an MOT or a service or anything that needs doing with your car, the fact that you have to drive your car to the place and either then leave your car there and walk home or somewhere to wait, or you wait there, it's just a right pain. And thankfully many years ago I discovered that around here there is a mobile mechanic, and it just means he comes to me. He comes and collects the car, and or sometimes he'll just do it on the driveway. So the work that needs doing today, he might just do it on the driveway, or he'll take it and deal with it. So handy. I do not need to bother myself with trying to logistically sort the car. But two, he's just really honest. He's just great. You know, there's no, you know, so many garages, they try and be like, oh yes, you definitely need this doing, just because they want more money from you, and you don't even need the thing doing, and it's all just a huge markup on the part, and none of that. It's just great. So he's coming at some point today, so I need to keep an eye out, and then the rest of the day is determined by making sure I've done all the chores and things that I need to do, my emails and any work that needs doing. I need to edit this week's video. But then your idea of, where have I put? We're in a bit of a muddle, which I will show you in a minute. I don't even know where I've put it, but I've got a notepad with a master list of all things that need to be done. And so what I will do is I will look at that list. It's really annoying. I actually just don't know where it's gone. No, it's gone. And see what needs doing. Well, I'll show you in a second what we've been doing all weekend, but yes, we're in a big muddle. And so probably I won't look at the master list. I will just try and restore order after the weekend. But yeah, so going by your advice of, you know, creating a routine, work out what needs to be done, and then in the in-between times look at the master list. And it doesn't have to be necessarily doing something towards the house. Of course, it could be something for me, you know, my master list, you know, do I need to dye my hair, or do I need to do my nails? I never did my nails. I never did. I was like, yes, I'm going to paint. No, but actually I haven't bitten them, And the reason I ever bite my nails is because I get like a niggly bit that's not quite straight. So I just made sure that I've got a nail file at hand all the time, or to hand. And so as soon as instead of picking at it and then biting it, I just file. Oh, it's nice and smooth, and then I'm not biting my nails. So I'm letting them breathe. All is well. And the first sign of me biting them, I'll quickly paint them. But yeah, so it's working out well. I feel like I have a plan to make sure that I don't just do nothing. So it's good, it's all good. Right, let me show you. Let me show you what we've been up to over the weekend. As you can see, we have spent the weekend going around and adding cornicing. There's still some tape where we just made sure it didn't slip. But we've added it all the way around that end and this end as well. And I'm really happy with it. It just finishes the room off so nicely, especially the chimney breasts with their, you know, the pointy bits. It just looks so smart. But as a result, we have got piles of junk so like these games came off of our games shelves. We've got this stack of wood here is where we're going to be putting the picture rail all the way around, well, not on the chimney breast, but all the way around everywhere else. And then I did quickly clear this area, nothing worth filming, I promise you. But then we've bought new lights, and so now I have boxes of things, but these are all lights. A standing floor lamp, 2 ceiling lights, because we've got 2 of those. And then we've also got 2 wall lights, because we've got, I don't know if you can just see, there's one there and there is one either side there on those 2 there. So we did clear the area a little bit, but then I added boxes, so it's all just a bit much, and I don't know, it's just a mess. So today is going to be putting the living room back together again. But I'm going to start off, I'm going to write my list first of all and take it from there. Found my master list as well, so I can have a little look at that. But as I say, I think today is mostly going to be putting the house back together again. What is today? Tuesday. What I'm also going to do, you have to excuse the noise, the hoover's going off. I'm going to go through and highlight things that are things that I can do alone. Because things like changing the gate posts out the front of the house and the new gate, I cannot do on my own. So I'm just that's never going to be. But making the front flower bed, the front border look nice, I can do that. Can't do that. That's me. I am so tired. Just sitting there doing those emails, I feel like I'm about to conk out. I'm so tired. But it's just about time to take Fred to the vets. The car has been and gone and come back again, all fixed, and it only cost £40 to fit a whole new bracket and for the engine, because the engine was rattling around in the bonnet. You're like, oh, it was awful. £40. I mean, that's just a bargain. I feel bad sometimes. I want to pay him more than he actually charges. So yeah, I'm gonna go get Fred ready to go, walk him round, then it'll be lunchtime, and then I can start tackling the bedlam. Oh, Fred, we gotta go for a walk. We're gonna go for walkies. Come on then. We're home and it's all fine. He's had his jabs. I have to go back in 4 weeks time because apparently they come in 2 parts now. And he's also had his chemical injection thing for his hormones, haven't you, Fred? Yeah, he's a good boy. You did well. Yes, you did. Little rat bag. Cost me a bloody fortune. I just want to mention, before I start tidying, about something that I have mentioned on Instagram. I just published a reel this morning to say about the company Vertbaudet. 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 They're French, I think. They've scammed me. Head over to Instagram to find out the exact thing, but in essence they will send you products, so in that respect not a scam, although apparently some of their products aren't good. The thing I got sent was fine, it was a coat, but if you ever return anything they don't refund you, they just don't. So yeah, if you want to find out more about that, go to Instagram, because I can't explain it again, it's just so dull, I'm so tired of it. But do not buy from Vertbaudet. Do not do it, because they steal your money in terms of they don't give you a refund if you need a refund. So do not give them your business ever again, ever. Anyway, right, I'm gonna tidy up. Living room first, see how I get on, and then take it from there. But oh, just I feel like I'm living in an absolute dump at the moment. This out the way, Fred. Some of this stuff is just displaced because we've moved stuff. Like this is out of the hall where I got rid of a cupboard. I don't know where to put it. Where do I put it? Fred, where do I put it? You're not going to tell me the answer, Fred. What I like to do, it drives my husband mental, but it's just how I am, is I will move things, put them elsewhere, just to tidy that area, but then I have to deal with the area that I just put all the things. But there's various areas, so it's not just completely relocating piles, but it's not the most efficient way to do things, but it's who I am. I really need to give this a proper sort, but when we decorate we'll clear these shelves entirely, and so I will give them a good sort and see if there's anything we can get rid of, but for now it will just have to do. Thing is, this isn't beautiful, but I like it because it's there. This is a home, it's not a show home, so no, this isn't a beautiful bit of shelving. It's all messy with games, but we play these games, it's part of our life, so that is that. Right, I'm going to get this one out because this one can just exist as an actual lamp, and that gets rid of the box, so that's gone. And then I can stack these just to make it a little bit more, just a bit neater. it's very rare that I buy things new. Generally, I do like to get second hand where I can, but I have been looking out for lights for ages, and they're just, nobody has been getting rid of any, and there's none on Marketplace that I like the look of. And I just thought, you know, this is my forever home. I'm not somebody who goes in for trends or anything like that, so I'm not buying anything because it's trendy. If anything, these are really old-fashioned lights, and most people would probably like just hate them, and that's fine. I chose them because they suit the age of the house, and that's really it. So I don't care if they're trendy or not. I'm going to keep these lights till the day I die, and that is that. Such a weakling. This is going to go wrong. I can see it now. Such unnecessary packaging. The children will enjoy. Probably make glasses out of it or something. I don't know. They love a bit of cardboard. They can have fun with that. Nothing even in that. What the heck? What a whole load of unnecessary packaging, honestly. How pretty! Looky! It's so old-fashioned. Right, I need to not break that. So much packaging. Things like this I always save for birthday presents, putting in gift bags. I will forget this in my list of things that I do to be green, so this is one of the things. You can add it to the list for me, but I save wrapping paper, or things that can be used as wrapping. Even if it's got a tear in it, it doesn't matter. That can be saved. Right. Well, that's pretty. Look at that. If we pretend that that light is coming from there, it's pretty. It's got a nice thing. I like that. I have to get a light bulb though. That's really upsetting. But anyway, that is better than a big old box, because that can just go in the corner next to where it's going to go. This lamp, I'm not getting rid of it. I hate getting rid of things. I always like to make do. And the whole reason I got a new lamp is because actually the existing lamp that's here matches my husband's lights down where his home office is. So this is going to go down there to match the lights down there, and then this one matches the lights that are all like this, basically smaller versions. This is a massive version for a thing, but yeah, so this isn't being got rid of. I don't like to get rid of things when I can make use. So, oh, do you know what, I'm exhausted. It's now 2 o'clock. I don't want to just stop and sit and scroll on my phone because I just don't want to. So I've got 55 minutes, just less than an hour. I'm going to make some more ciabattas because they went down a treat. The children, even William does not like paninis, rather, not ciabattas. I mean, I think they're essentially the same thing, but William doesn't like paninis when I buy them from the shop, but he tried one because he, you know, I'd made it from scratch, and he said, "Mummy, these are better than shop bought ones." Ah, what a good boy. He can stay. So I'm gonna make some more of those because I said, right, well, that's it then, don't have to buy them ever again. From making things from scratch this week and not buying pre-packaged snacks, making my own things. We shaved £50 off of our food bill this week, which was more than I was expecting. So very good, very good. £50 saved. At some point, when I feel like I've got everything sorted and like I know where I'm at, I'll do like a grocery haul. I know I said I wouldn't do any hauls, but it's different, you know. I'll share a weekly shop with you so that you can see what I get, and then I will explain exactly how that feeds us as a family of 5. At the moment, everything's a bit new and we're not really sure, and did we remember everything, and oh god, I needed some cream for that recipe, and so I'm not there yet. But at some point when I feel like I've got that sorted, I will do that to share, because yeah, it's all new to me. So you know, so yeah, I'm going to do that. But also I've been looking up how to make tortillas, because they love a wrap. So if they're not having a panini for their lunch, because they're not bread fans, instead very much sandwiches. They don't like sandwiches, they prefer wraps and paninis. They're so middle class. So I don't want to keep buying them all the time. They're expensive to buy, like 8 wraps. It's not cheap. But the recipe I found is like water and flour and some salt, I think, and it makes 10 wraps, and great. I'm happy to quickly make them. So I'm going to do those 2 things before I go. I mean, I won't make them, I'll make the dough. I think the wraps need to rise for 2 hours or something, so I'll do that, and then later on I can actually make them. But we'll see how we get on. I'm quite enjoying making everything from scratch. I'm quite enjoying sort of being the person that I want to be, which is somebody who looks after the home and makes foods from scratch. I'm enjoying actually doing what I sit and think about. You know, this is the sort of person I want to be. I'm actually doing it now, so thank you for helping me, like, just get out of the, you know, get out the gate. But yeah, so anyway, rambling again, sorry. Just put the dough for the paninis in. I've already shown you the recipe for that, so don't need to see that. But I'm going to attempt tortillas because they love them. So 1 teaspoon of salt in 2/3. That's a third. That's an eighth. That's an eighth. I need a third. I got a third? I thought I had a third. What have I got here? That's a 1/4. Where's my third one? Here it is. I used it earlier. I was doing my sourdough starter. I'm trying to, so my sourdough starter was really little because I'd used a whole load of it, and now, can you see how bubbly that is? That's doing great. Happy with that, so I'll be able to make another loaf of bread that calls for a greater volume, because I've just doubled, well, about tripled the amount that I got there. Anyway, sorry. So 1 teaspoon of salt in 2/3 of a cup of very warm water. 1 teaspoon. Thereabouts. In 2/3 of a cup of very warm water. 5 tablespoons of oil, lard or butter. I'm going to use oil. 5 tablespoons, and I'm going to use my measuring spoons for this because spoons are a bit tricky. So 5 tablespoons, hang on, I'm not actually looking at the method. Right, add the salt to the warm water, flour with the oil, so 5 tablespoons, right. 1. It's just, I used butter in here just a minute ago for the thing, so that's fine. It's not gonna cross-contaminate. Is that 3? Oh, I don't know. 4. 5. I think that's 5, might be 6. 5 in there. You'll know if I did 3 and then 3 again, who knows? With the flour, so how much flour? 2 cups. 2 cups of flour. So I'll do that. 1. I'm out. Is that about 2? That's about 2, that'll do. Okay, so with a fork, combine it. It says, combine the flour with the oil, or whatever fat you use, until it is crumbly. Crumbly-ish. Pour in almost all of the salty water until a shaggy dough forms. Okay, almost all of the water. Okay, stir until a shaggy dough. Okay, so just a bit like that, not quite sticky together. When the dough comes together, transfer to a floured work surface and knead for 2 to 3 minutes. I really do enjoy kneading bread. I used to find it boring. I'd be like, oh, I nearly finished. But actually, I quite enjoy the kind of monotony of it. It's a bit like washing up. It's just really dull, but it's just something that you can just do, and you can get into your own little headspace and think about whatever you want to think about. Yeah. Right, that's done. Just got to leave it resting. I need a rest, let alone the bloody tortilla wraps. So it's basically time to go and get the children now. So I'll leave it there. I'll probably, oh look, there's my alarm. Alexa, stop. I need to blow this candle out as well.
It's 2:55 p.m. Today, you can expect lots of clouds, with a high of 4 degrees and a low of 1 degree.
Yeah. I will film though how the tortillas come out so you can see those, but otherwise I will leave it there and I will see you again next week. Bye.
Behind each other and how long it takes to get to the other side of the hallway, and then whoever wins is the person that took less time.
While they're busy making bits out of the box, I've been making the wraps. They're not circular, but they are not bad. There's a little mini one. There's a bigger one. They're all right, they feel okay. Nice.